So this is for my Aunt Judy. She never got a chance to see me perform. She will today. Let's go. It's the Aunt Judy track.
Track didn't come through.
It didn't come through? It's okay. Let me try to get through it solo. It says, our family's co-redder, the trendsetter. She might pull up in that fur, Peter, offended leather. Church hat, link, Sunday worship, good shepherd. Glad I gave you your flowers while I still mention. God chose me to sit around your pool, tell him that wisdom that you gave you really helped save me. I was even listening hard to your plant talk, but most importantly, what you said before you crawled the wall, and that's to stay down on my knees. Still dressing like Thanksgiving, 90 years living. That's cool, but nothing to do with earthly mission. We see you as that rock standing next to Charles.
Okay, baby.
Still dressing like Thanksgiving, 90 years living. That's cool, but nothing to do with earthly mission. We see you as that rock standing next to Charles, rolling with him like the ark in the book of law. That's holy, Chuck. That's holy. Hate I missed your last birthday. We had a show thee. Same night, looked it on flight, still tried to make it, saw your dress internet, yeah, you tried to break it. Your spirit just as silly as life's. Hit the strip in our cowboy hats, we looking like we on hee-haw. This Aunt Junior featuring Jaws, I will not precede thee, no. Let me give you whatever you ask. All you gotta do is just call, because what you gave me was priceless. Made graffiti my wall. And that's to say, stay down on your knees, y'all. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Glenn, Mae Cherry, middle son of Julia. I guess I'm bringing greetings from the family. When I was thinking about what I might say, I had to wait because there's so many family people who have said things and you try not to repeat what people already know. And most of you who know Mom, I thought about the fact that I said, Mom was not a complex person. She was really very simple. And I think it comes from the fact that if you read where she talked about when she was born, they thought she wasn't going to make it. And so they set her to the side to wait for her to pass. But, that thing that we cannot ever measure, the will to live, is something that was very strong in my mom. And as I said, as Dr. Glenn Cherry, I'm a veterinarian. So I have had the chance to examine the world, the animal kingdom, the human experience, and how it all fits together in a way that Mom encouraged me to do, because I thought it was kind of strange. Black people have a kind of different kind of experience with animals. Most people don't necessarily like them. And so it was always that question of, why would you want to play with animals? And so my mother, though, she was the person that encouraged me as a science person, math and those things. But she didn't view it as strange. She thought it was unique, and she thought it was great. And so many times, with that today, when I would go out and make a call and go see some animals, Mom said, I'm gonna go with you. And she'd be so sweet, wow, what the hell is that dog, man? She's sitting there, and I had a mobile practice, and she was sitting over there next to me while we were riding around taking care of these animals. So, but just to come back to where I was going with that was that Mom's simplicity was that she loved hard. She believed hard. She laughed hard. She had a good time, and that was my mother. And so when I think about it, there was something that I thought about, this poem from Langston Hughes that she called Live Your Creed. It starts out, it says, I'd rather see a sermon than to hear one any day. I'd rather one walk with me than just show the way. The eye is a better pupil and more willing than the ear. Advice may be misleading, but examples are always clear. And the very best of teachers are the ones who live their creed. For to see good put into action is what everyone needs. I can soon learn to do it if you let me see it done. I can watch your hand in motion, but your tongue too fast may run. And the lectures you deliver may be very fine and true, but I'd rather get my lesson by observing what you do. For I may misunderstand you and the fine advice you give, but there's no misunderstanding how you act and how you live.
Amen, amen.
And so Mom was a clear example to me, just watching her. And I think that the family would agree with that from her time when her sister passed and she had young kids, my mom was always in Atlanta. Every year she spent in Atlanta some amount of time, every year. You could not stop her from going to Atlanta, okay? And all the kids there, just anything that was going on, she was making sure that Bobby's kids, grandkids, and extended family knew she was there. And so it was just, just a scheduling function every year. I did call Atlanta and talk to Roz and Charlene and Al and Althea, those and the extended family, and she was going to be there. And when she got there, it was going to be party time. They're going to go to church. They're going to go eat. They're going to dance, and have a good time. And she'll shoot some baskets. That was included. She's going to go out on the court and shoot some baskets. So it was that type of thing that with our family. And then the Barlow family, which was my dad's side, she equally spent time traveling to see that part of our family as well. So mom was just that. She would laugh and she would say some of the funniest things that you just be like, Mom, don't say that. I can't say some of the things in church. But she had some zingers toward the end that she was really kind of getting at it. Because Mom told me, she said, well, you get to a certain age, whatever here is, it's going to come out. So you just have to go with it, right? That filter was gone. But that's what provided many hours. We called each other, the family, we called each other and laugh about the things that Mom would say sometimes. But Mom was my travel buddy, and I was hers, because I was that child. As I said, I was a little different. So I was always going somewhere, and she was always looking to go. And so when I was in the Air Force in Turkey, Mom came to visit, and Mom and Dad. And so we hit around and went to places in places that she was interested in, to Egypt. When we were in Turkey, we went to Ephesus. And Ephesus, as you know in the Bible, is a place where Paul wrote the letter to the Ephesians. Corinthians are written there. There are many places in that part of the world that were holy places. And so I took Mom to Ephesus, and we went to, there was a place where they said Mary was buried, and Jesus' mother Mary. And we went there. And Mom, I look around and I know and I believe that the women of the world, even when Jesus died, who gave the word that Jesus had died were the women.
That's right.
And so I knew with Mom being there, it was like the right place for her to be, because it was, you could see the power of women and their role in the church and their role in the life of Jesus and whatnot. So I was happy to be there with her. And so when I think about Corinthians and you know, there was a Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 13, that's a popular part of the Bible, the text. And then I'll end with that. And I'm going to read some of that for you all. And it's one of the parts I guess we always hear at weddings. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It's not puffed up, nor does it behave rudely. Does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks not evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. And it was talking about these three things, about faith, hope, and love. It says, now about faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of these is love. And that was the greatest thing about Mom, is love. Thank you.
Amen.
We'll have our last selection, and after that, the next voice you hear is that of Reverend Dr. Charles A. Harper III, Mom's hand-picked eulogist.
I shall
as she gets home. Soon as she gets Amen, somebody. Amen, somebody. You all have been in here a long time. Everybody just stand up for a minute stretch. Stand up. Come on, while you stand and give God some praise for the life, the legacy, and love of Mae Cherry. I didn't say praise me. I said give God some praise. Come on now. Amen. What is there left to say?